This is Dr. Nathan Thompson, and today's exercise that we're going to be going over is the wobble cushion. Now, the wobble cushion is perhaps the most important exercise that you need to be doing at home. The reason why we use the wobble cushion is because it helps restore normal range of motion back to the entire spine. Now, the reason why you don't have enough range of motion in your spine, or the reason why your spine's not moving the way that it's supposed to, is because of scar tissue formation. So when we start moving the spine properly on this wobble cushion, it helps bring new nutrition into your disc. It helps to break down scar tissue formation. And the first thing that we have to get back is we have to get back your range of motion if we're going to make any permanent changes to the spine affecting the nerve system. So your wobble cushion, what we want to do is we want to find a chair that's going to have a very hard surface to it so that it's not sinking in. So this can be a hardback chair, this can be a stool at home, anything that has a hard surface. So what you want to do is you want to place the ones with all of the ridges, place it onto any kind of chair, and that's going to provide a lot of friction. Now there's three different motions that we're going to be using, and I want to show you those three and then some common errors that you may be doing at home just to make sure that you're doing it correctly. So Kelly's going to help, and she's going to demonstrate these three motions. All right, so Kelly, go ahead and have a seat. So the first thing we want to do is the right height on how you should be wobbling is you want to make sure that your hips and your knees are at about a 90-degree angle. So you don't want your knees to be up too high, or you definitely don't want your feet dangling from the ground. You want us to be in a 90-degree angle. So the first exercise that I want you to do is we're going to do what's known as flexion extension. Now while we do this exercise, you want to make sure you're using your whole entire spine. So what we're going to do first is we're going to actually work on extending the spine. So we're going to bring the belly forward and the head back, and then we're going to flex the neck and we're going to bring the rib cage back. So Kelly, go ahead and show me how to do this and at the proper speed. Good. So you want to make sure that you're doing this at a proper speed. Doing it too slow is not going to provide any results, and doing it too fast is going to do the same. So you want to make sure that you're doing it at a brisk pace and that you're involving your whole entire spine. So one of the faults that we see a lot of people do is they actually only flex at their waist. So they just see the waist go forward and backwards. And then another thing they do is they only bend at the waist. So now they're just bending at the waist forward and then bending backwards. So remember, you want to actually think of yourself as a C. So you want to put yourself into a C here and then reverse the C, and you want to do that at a brisk pace. So do that for the number of reps prescribed and also for the number of sets. The next one that we want to do is what's known as rotation. So Kelly, I want you to face the camera for me. And for this one, you're not going to be moving your pelvis at all, and your feet are going to be flat on the ground, and you're going to bring your arms up into this position, and you're going to be rotating the entire spine to the left and rotating your entire spine to the right. Now you also want to make sure that your first motion is with your head. Wherever your head goes, the rest of your spine will follow. So go ahead and show me how to do this properly. Good. Now, some of the faults that we see people do is that they don't rotate enough. So show you how you're not rotating enough. So you want to make sure you're involving the whole entire spine. The whole head should rotate with you, and wherever the head goes, the rest of the body is going to go. Now, some people get a little bit dizzy while they're doing it, and if you get dizziness while doing this rotation exercise, just take out the rotation of your head, but then try to move your whole entire body instead. So the last exercise that we're going to do is the side-to-side motion on the wobble cushion. So what you want to do when you're going side to side is you're going to be bending your head to the left, and your rib cage is going to go to the right, and then to go the opposite way, the head to the right, rib cage to the left, and you're also going to notice that the hip is going to elevate. So go ahead and show me 5 really good reps with this. So notice that she's doing this at a brisk pace. Now a common fault that people do with this is that instead of actually bending side to side, they just kind of lean from one side to the other. So show me a fault with this. So you want to actually involve the whole entire spine for this warm-up procedure. So remember, this is a mixed procedure. You always want to do it first. This is the wobble cushion exercise.